desire, your heart's deepest desires. Tell me, do your desires pull you beyond where you are now? Do they entice you to grow, to become your fullest potential? Or are your desires a little bit overwhelming because you have all these desires that are unmet and unfulfilled, and they leave you a little empty and a little hollow? Today we're going to be talking about desire. We're going to be talking about our heart, our physical heart, and our emotional heart, and heart health. And I'm so glad you're here with me. My name is Maria Chaudhry, and I'm a midwife and herbalist and the creator of Birthsong Botanicals. And this video is kind of popped up. I wasn't planning on doing this video, but I had to. And there's a couple things I really feel like it's important to say, that this is live. And today we're being live on Facebook, and we're being live on Instagram. And I'm really excited that you're all here, because there's a few important things that I feel like about this video makes it more vulnerable to me than the other videos. And here's why. One of them is, I started off by saying, I'm Maria. I'm the owner and the creator of Birthsong Botanicals. And so that's a little audacious, isn't it? Like, I'm not the creator of Birthsong Botanicals. You are, right? It was the clients, it was the people in my life that came into my life and had these experiences or these symptoms. And then the plants, the herbs are the creators. So I would meet the person and visit with the person, and then I would, play matchmaker. Oh, it sounds like you're feeling really, you're pregnant and you're feeling overwhelmed and you're constipated and your body hurts and your cramps hurt and your legs hurt. Oh, have you met chamomile? You go good together. And so all I'm doing is playing matchmaker with all these people, right? I'm matching the people to the herbs, and then we co-create something, and then when we co-create something, we create something so much bigger than we could have by ourselves. So I think I'm going to change the word, the creator of Birthsong Botanicals. I don't know what word I like best yet, so if you have a better word, you can put it in the comments. We're going to say hi real quick to whoever's here. Heaven, are there anybody joining us today?
We have 2 people watching us.
Okay. And what's happening on Instagram? Is it live?
It is not going live.
Okay, so it's not going live. Okay, so we're just on Facebook then. See, spontaneous, roll with it. Okay, so let's just dive right in to your heartfelt desires and why this is so vulnerable for me and why this video popped up. We're doing this whole overarching concept and theme about stress and anxiety, right? And honestly, right now, I feel a lot less stressed than I have in a long time because I'm not attending births. I create stress for myself. You know what? I sit around and live in my comfortable life right now and then create stress like, I'm going to go live on Facebook right now in 1 minute and I'm not prepared. That's like artificial creation of stress, right? But that helps me grow. I'm not deeply fatigued. And I'm not deeply depleted, because all these other videos I talked about these life-affirming practices, and I talked about all these nourishing herbs and these adaptogenic herbs. That's a part of my life. I do that all the time. And I've also introduced to you meditations and introduced to you Qigong practices, and those are things that I do all the time too. However, the true struggle that I have that would cause me stress is more the struggle with desire. The fact that I even desire is part of my struggle. There's a part of me on one hand that wants to be completely free of all desires and attachments. There's a part of me that honestly I know it's naive and a little audacious too, to think that I'm on the path to enlightenment, right? I want to be on that path to enlightenment. Right? And that enlightened person doesn't desire or covet or hold on to, and they don't get swept away by really powerful emotions, and they don't live in a fantasy. They live in a reality, right? I, on the other hand, I desire to do that, and at the same time, I definitely have a very imaginative and creative mind. I can create and imagine things, and they're not happening real and happening right here and now in the physical. That's what elicits creativity. That's what brings out the inspiration and the magic, right? I also want to feel feelings of joy and elation, and I even want to get angry sometimes. And I have these desires to live this life even fuller. And you know what else? At the same time, this other push-pull that I'm experiencing, maybe you can experience too. I'd really like you to share with me what you have going on for you. But I have this big desire to show up and be here and be present and be relevant and to be seen. And at the same time, I have the exact same time, it's almost just as strong, that I want to disappear and be invisible and merge with nature and not have to do anything special to be worthy. Right? That's another struggle of desiring. You want to desire and create something, your beautiful life, right? But do you feel worthy of it? That's a struggle within yourself. Are you worthy of it? Are you afraid? Those are struggles. Those are struggles of desire that I personally feel. And that's why I'm doing this video, because and the whole stress anxiety video, we're doing these Facebook lives. We have this thing called an editorial calendar, and the next video in line was supposed to be sleep. And then we're going to dive into all the immune health herbs, and we're going to dive into cold and flu, and we're going to talk about our products, and we're going to talk about all these things, are very rational things, right? And yet I'm being heart-led and heartfelt, and I feel like in my chest I had something else I needed to say, and I was visiting with heaven about, okay, I know we got to do our calendar, and I know this is what I said I was going to do, but I just feel like I kind of want to talk about desire because I feel a little uncomfortable. And she's like, follow your heart. I'm like, oh, okay. So then that's why this video is even being here, right? Following our hearts and having our hearts lead us through into the life that we love. And then also realizing when you're trying to manifest something and live the life that you're trying to live, that sometimes can lead to uncomfortable feelings where you can almost feel like, since it's not happening, you might not, I don't want to say that you're failing, but you might feel like, oh shit, all these obstacles and setbacks, or you just don't have a realistic sense of what it takes to actually manifest something. Okay, so I'm going to have a sip. Any comments?
Leah Mann is watching us.
Leah Mann or Leah Mahan?
Mahan.
Ha! Leah Mahan! Oh my gosh! I love you. I haven't seen her in years. Leah Mahan, we grew up together in California. She was my best friend. We called ourselves cousins. We kind of had some relationship with our dads, but he wasn't my dad. Anyways, so we're not really related by blood, but she is a beautiful, beautiful woman. I remember leaving the Zen monastery, part of this whole thing. I wanted to be enlightened because I got to sit with the monks and meditate. I remember going to her house after that, and she was a really dynamic martial artist, and that's inspired me because I was just starting my martial art career. And she just had a baby. I'm really happy that you're here, and I want to spend so much more time with you. I was in California, and I was right by you, and I didn't even connect because I thought you'd be busy, and I feel bad about that. So, let's I want to keep in touch with me off this video, and okay, because I love you and miss you. Leah Mahan. Wow, see, that's a heart desire right there. Connecting with people. Connecting with people, and that's another thing about manifestation. It's about connecting with people across space and across time. Today I'm going to give you a little rundown. We're going to talk about, this video is an overarching video, right? It's going to talk briefly about manifestation, briefly about heart health, and then it's going to remind you that really I don't have that much time on these live videos, and so I've created a whole video about cardio tonics and heart health, and a whole video about manifestation and following your heart's desires. And I created a guided meditation for you to follow. And so this video will obviously be live now, but then the next ones will be, we'll make them available either today or tomorrow. So they'll be on this list and they'll be linked to it. So this is one piece of a puzzle of 4 other videos. Okay? I need a sip. Oh my goodness. Yeah, essentially that's all I really wanted to say about that. We just like spontaneously, all of a sudden it's like, you're on in 1 minute. I'm like, I am? Here we are. So we're going to talk about your physical heart is this life-giving organ, right? So it's life-giving, and it's literally giving you life, right? And then it's literally giving you life, and metaphorically, and literally holds your emotions. And metaphorically is the seat of all your emotions, all your joy, all your pain, all your love is seated in your heart. And so we're going to talk about in the breakout videos, we're going to talk about hawthorn berry, we're going to talk about rose, and we're going to talk about lavender. So hawthorn berry is going to be primarily for your physical heart and your spirit emotional heart. And rose and lavender, yes, they have benefits for your physical heart, but they also have a lot to do sort of with that spirit heart and how they can bind together. So watch that video, we're going to talk about that. In the manifestation or in the heart's desire video, we're going to cover the reasons why, I don't want to say mistakes, but some of the reasons where we get a little caught up, and some of examples of how we might really have what we're trying to manifest, and some examples of maybe not having realistic time frames, or some examples of not being really rooted in reality. And I don't want to give the whole video here. I want to spend time and actually present that information in a meaningful way that's powerful, that it can land and settle in with you, because it's really important. Because heart health is, I'm realizing these videos, I'm starting to see that they're part herbal, they're part almost philosophical, right? And they're a little humorous because I'm just a silly person, but also I tend to bring up really important things, right? Your heart health, it's not just about can you manifest something or how you're feeling today, or how is your desire for your new job or new lover or your new better, more money, or your cuter body, right? It's not just about that. It's also about like your heart. I'm touching my heart right here. Do you know the number one of the leading cause of death in the United States is coronary heart disease? So yes, emotions, your feelings, your decisions, your stressors, and the ramifications of all those things, they impact not just how you feel and how you show up in the world, but they also impact your life and your life expectancy. And so I want to spend some time talking about the importance of your physical heart and how to take care of it with you having daily life-affirming practices. I need another sip. Another thing I'd like to talk about is we have some fun things coming up. A couple of fun things are, so this weekend, if you're local, I'm not the leader or the teacher of it, but some of my friends are, and they're really gifted teachers. If you're local and you might want to learn about some of these like actual exercises and techniques and breath work and movements and more understanding on the lines of adaptogens, like I did the whole video about adaptogenic herbs. If you're local and you want to learn about that, you might want to join us this weekend on Saturday. My Tai Chi teacher and another Tai Chi friend of mine, they're running a workshop called 5 Element Qigong. It's going to be really great, and it's in Eureka Springs. And if you want information about that, just message me. I'm going to go to that. I'm super excited. I just want to share with you because you might want to come too. The other thing is here at Birthsong, we're hosting, it's called The Wilderness Speaks. There's this really phenomenal woman that's coming out of the wilderness and sharing her wisdom. I've learned a lot from her. I get to take this, I say take this class. I call it take a class, but that's not what it is. We play a game called the Herbal Roundtable, Apothecary Jumble. It's great. All of us, we know, like there's myself, and then there acupuncturists and vets and nutritionalists and other herbalists and naturopathic doctors and all these different groups of really wise people that have a vast amount of knowledge. Anyways, we all come together once a month, and she's our like ringleader. And I'm saying all that to say that I'm honored to invite her, and she'll be here at Birthsong on the 26th of October. So if you're local, RSVP and get a ticket, because we only have room for 25 people, and we already have 8 or 10 people saying they're coming. So that's important to do that. And if you're not local, we are going to put it live too. But for you local people, please don't just stay home and watch it live, because there's something to be said about being in a room full of powerful and really dedicated and committed herbalists if you care about herbalism and if you care about the wisdom of that. So I really invite you to come live to that. What else is fun? Oh, another fun thing, well, it might not be so fun for you, but it's kind of fun for me. So we have all these new products, and we're having a photo shoot, and we're creating all these new gift sets and new exciting ways to present our stuff. And also, we're going to be having some new products. I'm going to kind of spoiler alert them to you. I've talked a lot about in my previous videos, especially in the pregnancy and the postpartum videos, and also in the stress and anxiety videos, about deep fatigue and depletion. And so I have a product coming out. It's called Energizing Chlorophyll. And for all of you midwives out there, chlorophyll was my number one recommendation that I gave to people. Every one of my clients, pretty much hands down, I'll be like, you need to eat more protein, drink more water, pelvic rocks, and chlorophyll. That was pretty much my answer to like 99% of their problems. And I didn't make chlorophyll because I didn't want to feel like I was pushing my own stuff on them. I wanted them to have their own freedom to choose, and they would go to the store and buy somebody else's chlorophyll. But I'm not attending births anymore. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to make some chlorophyll, and I'm going to try to give it to you. The next thing is, it can be for children, but it can be for everyone. And I'm excited about this too, because I used to always make this for my own family. And now to have it offering for your family, it's really kind of special. And it's an earache oil. So I'm excited about that. So things are expanding and things are growing. And they're growing because I'm following my heart, right? I'm also living right here, right now, in this time and space. But I'm not looking to my past to create my future and to create where I'm going. I'm looking to my future. I'm looking beyond. And that takes creativity. That takes imagination. That takes courage. That takes a lot. And I know that you have that. And I want to invite you, I want to remind you, join me in a minute. Once this video is over, I'm going to just segue right into, we're going to be talking about cardiotonics. This is important information specifically for everyone, but especially for women. Women are super susceptible to heart disease and the serious ramifications of it. Please pay attention to it. Also, there's the guided meditation. It's 8 minutes, and it's been approved. I was nervous about it. This whole thing is like kind of putting myself out here. I was nervous about it, like that I talked so slow and so almost like silly, but it's a meditation, right? So I asked multiple people to listen to it, and they all were like, no, this is great. So I've gotten approval. So I'm posting that. And the other video is more in depth about just like your heart's desire and how important it is to follow that and to learn to trust that and to learn how to trust that. I'm so grateful that you're here. I really am. I mean, you're the one that's pulling me out to show up in this way. And before I go, I'm going to just double check, are there anything, okay, Heaven's giving me the word like, no, we're just gonna go. So I'm inviting you to take a deep breath, have a sip, drink deep, and join us for the other videos, and join us for more apothecary wisdom. Next week it'll be live on Instagram too. We'll figure that part out. And always walk in beauty.